The stillest hour. What happened to me, my friends? You see me distraught, chased away, reluctantly obedient, prepared to go, alas, to go away from you. Yes. Once again Zarathustra must return to his solitude, but this time the bear returns to his cave unwillingly. What happened to me? Who commanded this? Alas, my angry mistress wills it so. She spoke to me. Did I ever mention her name to you? Yesterday toward evening my stillest hour spoke to me. That is the name of my terrible mistress. And this is how it happened. For I must tell you everything, so your hearts do not harden against the one who must depart abruptly. Do you know the terror of the one who is falling asleep? He is stricken with terror down to his toes because the ground is fading and the dream begins. This I say to you as a parable. Yesterday, at the stillest hour, the ground faded from me. The dream began. The hand advanced, the clock of my life drew a breath. Never had I heard such stillness around me, so that my heart was terrified. Then without voice it spoke to me. You know it. Zarathustra. And I cried out in terror on hearing this whispering, and the blood drained from my face, but I kept silent. Then it spoke to me once more without voice. You know it, Zarathustra. But you do not speak it. And at last I answered defiantly. Indeed, I know it, but I do not want to speak it. Then it spoke to me again without voice. You do not want to, Zarathustra. Is this even true? Do not hide in your defiance. And I wept and trembled like a child and spoke. Oh, I wanted to. Yes, but how can I? Spare me this one thing. It is beyond my strength. Then it spoke to me again without voice. What do you matter, Zarathustra? Speak your word and break. And I answered, alas, is it my word? Who am I? I am waiting for one more worthy. I am not worthy even of breaking under it. Then it spoke to me again without voice. What do you matter? You are not yet humble enough for me. Humility has the toughest hide. And I answered, what has the hide of my humility not borne already? I dwell at the foot of my height. How high are my peaks? No one yet has told me. But well do I know my valleys. Then it spoke to me again without voice. O Zarathustra, whoever has mountains to move must also move valleys and hollows. And I answered, as of yet my words have moved no mountains, and what I spoke did not reach mankind. I went to human beings, to be sure. But I have not yet arrived among them. Then it spoke to me again without voice. What do you know of that? The dew lands on the grass when the night is most silent. And I answered, they mocked me when I found and walked my own way, and in truth my feet trembled at that time. And thus they spoke to me, you have forgotten the way. And now you are forgetting how to walk too. Then it spoke to me again without voice. What does their mockery matter? You are one who has forgotten how to obey. Now you shall command. Do you not know who is needed most by everyone? The one who commands great things. To accomplish great things is difficult, but what is even more difficult is to command great things. That is what is most unforgivable in you. You have the power, and you do not want to rule. And I answered, I lack the lion's voice for all commanding. Then it spoke to me again like a whispering. The stillest words are those that bring the storm. Thoughts that come on the feet of doves steer the world. O Zarathustra, you shall go as a shadow of that which must come. Thus you will command and lead the way commanding. And I answered, I am ashamed. Then it spoke to me again without voice. You must become a child again and without shame. The pride of youth is still on you. You became young at a late time. but whoever would become a child must also overcome his youth. And I thought for a long time and trembled. At last, however, I said what I had said at first, I do not want to. Then laughter broke out around me. Alas! How this laughter tore my entrails and slit open my heart. And it spoke to me one last time. O Zarathustra, your fruits are ripe, but you are not ripe for your fruits. Thus you must return to your solitude. For you shall yet become mellow. And again there was laughing, and it vanished. Then it became still around me as if with twofold stillness. But I lay on the ground and the sweat poured from my limbs. Now you have heard everything, and why I must return to my solitude. I withheld nothing from you, my friends. But hear this from me as well, I who am still the most tight-lipped of human beings, and want to be so. Oh my friends! There is still something I could tell you. There is still something I could give you. Why do I not give it? Am I stingy? But when Zarathustra had spoken these words, he was overcome by the force of his pain and the nearness of parting from his friends, so that he wept out loud, and no one was able to comfort him. At night, however, he went away alone and left his friends.